my main business goal for 2026 is to drastically increase my leverage. So the amount of money I earn per unit time that I put into business activities. And so I think currently the single best way to do that is to raise the prices and have an appointment setter for me to take sales calls. Because I think per hour spent, if we double our prices from £25 to £40 an hour, LTV of a student should go from 500 to 1,000-ish, and that's already quite low because of like the 30% drop off after their first round, which I think will uptick with a more expensive offer. So I think LTV will actually more likely go to 1,200 maybe. So 1,200, and I imagine my close rate will go from like 60 to 70% down to like 50. So 50%, same show rates. So let's say out of 10 calls booked, I'm doing 7 show up. Well, let's do 20, 14, 7 close out of 20, and I imagine I'll take about 20 a week. So that's not bad with 7 closing, about £10,000 revenue a week, doing only about 2.5 to 3 hours a day. Doesn't sound too bad to me. So 3 hours a day for 15 hours a week, 10 grand. So it works out at like £700 an hour, which is pretty good. So that's what I'd really like to do, and that's, I think, the way that I'm going to do it. But that wasn't the point of my call for today. My video for today is about doing the unscalable stuff outside of business. So where I'm trying to increase my leverage in business and be the most efficient that I can, I often won't do things if it's not the fastest way, if it's not the best way, if it's not the most convenient. I just won't do it at all. And I think I'm missing out on a lot of joy in life from that. And so I'm being mindful about doing more of those things. So today I wrote a letter in calligraphy, because I asked for a calligraphy set and a wax seal for Christmas. And a friend of mine who I gave a book to, it changed his perspective so much, and he loved it so much that I've got another one which I know which will drastically, he'll love it. It will change the way that he acts so much in a way that I think is going to be better for him. So I've ordered him that book. It was like £13. I've written this like letter in calligraphy, and it took me so long. It took me like an hour to write a letter. But using this old school calligraphy set, it was awful, it hurt my hand, but the wax seal is beautiful. I'll attach a picture of it on the screen now, so you can have a read if you want, but it's just a delightful experience to do those things that are inefficient. I think that's where the joy in life, lots of joy in life, comes from doing those inefficient things. So I'm definitely putting more time into it. Into doing stuff like that, into learning. I already do learn lots of things that aren't actually useful for business or in anything, they're just fun. But I don't, on a day-to-day basis, enjoy those things enough. So I'm going to try to do that by signing up to more clubs, having more regular activities booked in, and making the most of each day, trying to go to bed feeling like the tank's empty, socially and enjoyment-wise as well. So that's the goal. Have a great day, guys, and hopefully that has given you a perspective shift, and then I can look back on this later as well to say, did I do that? And I hope I have, because I think that will make my day-to-day life more enjoyable. And I can't wait to see Danny's face when he sees this. All right, peace.